to Model Railroading, Episode 10. Now, we have finally reached Episode 10 of this series. Now, I was thinking about doing something big, something exciting, but no. We're just going to do something simple. We're going to complete one of my little locomotives. This is all. There we go. Little locomotives. I've tried it a few times. It hasn't worked. So I've decided that today we're going to try and get this locomotive up and running again. So first we have to go down to the train tracks to see what it's doing right now. Then we can start fixing it up. So now, down here at the tracks, the camera has to refocus, of course. But now down here, we have the train on the tracks. And let's see what it does. It tries to go. The tender detached, which kind of interesting. There we go. That's what it does. That does not sound good. Sounds like maybe one of the gears could be cracked. So let's take it back now up to the workbench. So first we're gonna take away the tender. I'm not actually gonna throw it because then it would go. We do not want to shatter tinder right now. But now I have to figure out and remember how to get the back and front off. So first, it has this little bar right there that you take off. Let me get out my screwdrivers. So we're going to take that off. Actually, I think there's this little screw right here in the front that will need unscrewing, so that then the back part will come off a lot easier. So, let me just unscrew this. So the screw is out. As you can see, nice little screw. Then it opens and comes off very easily. So we have the weight and a canned motor, which I've looked at this before, but a canned motor is very interesting. So the wires seem fine. Let's try and get this weight out so that we can see what else we're dealing with. So, I'm going to take the rest of this locomotive completely apart, then I'll bring you guys back in once I've found what the problem is. So, I will be right back. So, I have now I've taken it all apart and I've put my battery box that's over here to your left. Now I've gotten the motor out. Here's the weight for the lights, here's the chassis, here's the cover, I don't know what it's called. Then we have the other stuff, including the wheels. What was that? Give me just a second. Oh, okay. It was just a thing that I keep on my desk. I might explain it eventually, but not for the context of this video. But we have everything around, and I've got my wires hooked up for the motor, so let's see if it works. If you can't see it, it is spinning. If you can't hear it, it's spinning. Yeah, definitely spinning, if you could hear it. Oh, by the way. The reason I held my ear up to it is because I got new earbuds, which have microphones in them, which hopefully would have allowed you to hear the motor with the earbud and the microphone being really close to it. But, based on that test, we know that the canned motor works, and it does what it's supposed to do. It has a nice little worm gear and a nice little tooth gear, but that means that it was probably the wheels' fault, since there's one connecting gear right there in the middle. So, I think I see the problem. There's a little bit of plastic gunk on it, so I'm gonna clean that, and then we'll put a little bit of it back together, and we'll just hope and pray that it goes back together and works. So, give me just a couple seconds for you, a couple minutes for me, and then you guys will be able to see what I've done. Well, I got the gunk out of the wheels, so I took it apart. They had the middle gear, and there was a little bit of gunk from where it had cracked, and the glue had been overdone. But I got that out using tweezers, whatever one of these things is. Oh, what is it? It's supposed to go in your ear. You do not want to use, a cotton swab, but you do not want to use these in your ear. And then I also just used my screwdriver so that things would get better. But I got the gunk out and I got things put back together. As you can see, the tape around the light is off because it didn't really work. So, now, let me just wire this. Let me just put this. Excuse me for babbling. But let me just wire the wires from here to here. So we're just gonna flip it over first. Then we're gonna put one wire of each kind on the wheels. Then hopefully the train wheels will start to spin whenever we do it. So we turn the power up and no! Well, I got the light to work. Huh. So let me take the screws off. Unpower. Then screwdrivers. So it's doing the same clicking thing. However, we did get a light. So that means power is flowing. It was flowing before, but I restored the light. But we opened this, and I want to see what in the world is going on inside of the locomotive. So, of course, it has a worm gear, then a spinning gear, along with the spinning gear on the wheel. But for some reason, the spinning gear on the wheel and the spinning gear in the locomotive don't want to make contact or something, which is why it's making that clicking noise. So, let's see. I'm hoping it's not because of the cracked gear, and if it is, I'll die, because I don't have a replacement. Oh, I think I know what it is. So, the inside gear right here, oh no, give me just a second. The inside gear that's right here is spinning, but the wheels aren't spinning, meaning that the wheels aren't actually attached to the inside gear, which might explain why it has the clicking. And I don't know how to fix that. So, I'll just have to put it back together for now and leave it be, because I can't technically really fix that if the wheels are broken. Oh yes. So, you all have seen my little sister's cat, Amy. She, of course, joins me in the basement sometimes, as does my cat, Rosie. The cats are sisters, by the way. But, this is Amy. Amy. Oh, you're okay. She must be looking for attention. She gets lonely sometimes, so she'll find me and she'll meow. But here she is, now on my lap, coming to comfort me over the loss of a train. But there is hope. No, there's not. What am I saying? Unfortunately, I cannot fix this in its current state. The only way I would be able to ever fix this is either by... Actually, there might be hope. I might be able to glue the gear there to the shaft, but the only problem with that is that the glue might get stuck in the actual teeth of the gear. Meanwhile, if I just leave it be, we don't have an operating locomotive. So, I think I'll try gluing the gear to the shaft, since that's what's messing up. So, I guess I'll try to glue the gear to the shaft. It has now been 24 hours since we set the glue into the wheels and on the gear, and I have tested it a little bit off camera, and I found that yes, the axle and the rod can still spin, but the gear is attached to the rod, which should hopefully be able to spin the wheels once it is attached back to the chassis. So, let me just put it back together, then you guys will be able to see if it's working or not, and if anything's wrong. With the train now put back together, we can use the wires from my transformer to see if it works. I'm really hoping it does, by the way. Now we just turn it on. That. That doesn't seem good. Huh. Well, I guess the glue didn't work. And with that, I'm kind of out of options. However, the light still works, and so does the motor. I mean, I'll try it once more. Just up, right side up this time. Just in case. Nope, sorry. Looks like I'm not able to get this working because that gear is cracked and probably never will be able to move these wheels ever again. So, I'll put the locomotive back together, then I guess I'll have to end the video because I have nothing else I can do. So yeah, let me put it back together and then I'll end the video. With the locomotive now back together, I've grabbed the tender just so that we can see it. So here it is, all back together. And yes, I did try it all back together. It still doesn't work. Which is unfortunate, but at least I found out that it has a fully working headlight by taking it apart and testing it. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Oh, why can't I do an outro now? I'm sorry for all of you wonderful people. I just don't know what's gotten into me. But this is not the end of the video. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye!